Okay, as promised, more core, and in that plank position, we're gonna get into one of my favorite little micro movements with plank with a hip dip. Boom, boom. Okay, so we have to do this one. You can't do abs without planks. Oh, cringe. I know you don't run away. Okay, so we are gonna get into a couple of my favorite planks. I know everybody always kind of goes, oh crap, planks, but they're so good for you. I'm gonna show you this next one. It is called a plank with a hip dip. So with a little bit of a variation from just statically holding your plank to gain strength in that core. All right, so let's set this up. I'm gonna show you long arm plank, and I'm also gonna show you from the forearms because sometimes those rips really bug us and we wanna stay out of them, okay? So first off, I'm gonna set up in my long arm plank position. So with that plank position, we wanna stack those hands directly underneath our shoulders. Okay, really important here. So I'm just gonna give you some tips on planking. You wanna internally rotate, so corkscrew the arms. You want to engage through the core, and you want to make sure that you've got a nice flat back and you're not sinking down through your plank position. You see what just happened there? Blue doesn't want you to do that either. So we're going to come up and we're going to really think about straightening that back out, okay? And then we're going to get into the feet a little bit further apart here, okay? And then we're going to get into our hip dip. So we're gonna just take a little micro movement. We're gonna dip the hip down. I don't like to do a big full rainbow one. We wanna just start with, again, this micro movement in the core. Okay, so hip dipping, side to side, little dip down. You can even bring the feet closer together, okay? Using the quads, you wanna engage through the quads, stay stacked over the front of the body, and do that little hip dip from there. So I'm just gonna drop my knees down for a second so that I can then show you from the forearm. So forearm planks are just as effective, and they also really help for those of us who have a bit of a wrist issue. And like I said, I wanna build you up, not tear you down. We wanna go with what works for your body. And if we don't need to suffer through that if our wrists are bothering us. I just want to encourage you to find the right things that work for your body. Okay, so I'm just going to throw a couple of different options out there. So we can set up on a forearm plank. So we're going to go into that forearm position again, stacking the shoulders over the elbow. You can bring the hands together like this, or you can have them flat out here. Again, we don't want any sinking in the lower back. That is not what this exercise is about. It's not good for your back that way. We want to push out and find that flat back. And again, we can hip dip from here. Nice micro movements, dipping side to side. Keep it small. It will get spicy really, really fast. Okay, there you go. Get planking. I just really, truly want to thank you for being here, and I hope that this is informative and helping you discover that inner fit bitch. So if you are loving these core exercises, I want to encourage you to put them together in your own way. I want you to add them into your routines. And I also want you to know that if you have any questions whatsoever, you can always contact me or direct message me.